Hope everyone's well. I just thought I'd come on and have a little chat really. I do need to do my cash stuffing, you know, when you just cannot be bothered. That's how I'm feeling right now. I had this list of stuff I wanted to talk about and now it's all gone out my head and I don't know what I want to talk about. But basically I have changed quite a lot of my setup. Why is there white all over my desk? I have no idea. I've changed a bit of my setup and I just wanted to quickly go back through it all with you, just so everyone knows what I'm doing going forward. Not that anyone cares, but YOLO, let's do it anyway. So I got this gorgeous new binder. It's really nice quality. It's like the nicest quality that I've ever felt. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous and I'm really annoyed because I've lost 2 nails, so let's just ignore that. I don't even know why they came off either, because every single one of them feels like they're on like solid concrete, like nowhere near, you know, nowhere near ready to come off. I mean, my appointment's next week, but yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm assuming that water's got underneath and that's why they've come off, because they're literally just pinged straight off, which like isn't typical. So we're just going to ignore the fact that my nails come off because it makes me cringe. But yeah, I wanted to do this video and I'm not making, like, this hand's perfect still, look at that. I also got my Botox. I don't want people to think that I'm encouraging Botox because I'm not, but oh my god, absolutely love it. Not gonna lie, absolutely love the results. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go over to missbudgets_ and follow me. I don't know why I can't have Miss Budgets on Instagram, because there's no other Miss Budgets, but there's just no account for Miss Budgets, so it's got to be missbudgets_. Just had my driving lesson. I think I've had like 20 now. I'm getting much more confident on the roundabouts and my clutch control is so much better now. Theory wise, I keep failing the bloody sorry, swearing. Keep failing the mock because I'm crap at remembering what the signs mean. Like, it'll go in and then I'll just forget. So yeah, I've put my theory back a week because I just don't feel prepared for it. So yeah, there's no rush for it as long as I do it by the time I'm ready for my test. But like, I'm getting like, you need 43 to pass and I'm getting like 41, 42 every time, and it's always the ones that are letting me down. Is like, remember what colour the marks are in the roads. Is it red, green, or what colour, like the between the slip road? And my brain just goes poof, and yeah, I'm just getting the road signs wrong. But everyone's like, don't worry, because no one uses most of the road signs anyway. Like, only the ones that you need to know, you'll know. It's just pressure. But yeah, driving wise, everyone asks me and I always forget to do an update. So pretty much done everything now. It's just getting perfect at what I know now, if that makes sense. Like, today we've been I felt so much more happier on roundabouts. I wasn't like stressing out as much. Sorry if you're not interested in this. Wasn't stressing out, like I was just getting on with it. My clutch control was so much better, because when you first start driving, it is hard to get that clutch control right. Sometimes you're too heavy with it and then you'll like jud the car, or you're too light with it, or if you bring it up too fast, you'll jud the car, and or you'll stall the car. And yeah, it's just that one of them, like, people are completely right when they say practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the better you get. It just comes naturally to you. Like, now I don't need any help with like gears and stuff like that, and like she'll still ask me, you know, what gear are you going into, and I'll tell her, she'll be like, absolutely correct. But next week we're doing sat nav, so now I'm terrified of that, because I guess it's just the same as her telling me where to go, but I'll have to follow a sat nav, won't I? But yeah, driving, going well, I think. I've not killed anyone. We're doing well. But yeah, binders. Right, where should we start? So, I've got this one binder now for sinking fund. And I did have a little scoot around simply because this February is the month of house savings, getting my house savings to where I want them to be. I'm concentrating mainly on my house. I'm sorry it's probably going to be quite boring for you in February because it's literally going to be purse, house, driving. That is it. But at the minute that's what I need to do. So I'm really sorry if it is boring for you. Let's not show that nail. But I hope you stay with me anyway. So obviously my house is at the front, but this tin here is also going to be going towards my house. So everything's bloody got white powder on it. I swear I know what it is. It's Ryan. Do you know when he does his deodorant, he does it next to my desk and it just goes everywhere. But yeah, so February my house is going to be my main priority. So we've got the house and then my driving lessons. So I had a lot of money in here. And I really wanted to build up my buffer, so I've took some from my driving lessons and put it into my buffer, simply because I do not need 12, 13 lessons up front. I literally just need what I need for the week. So I've put a month's in. So I've got a month's worth of lessons in at any one point, which is more than enough. Do you know what I mean? I've still got the exact same in my car insurance and my car maintenance. These are all obviously, I just need them to bulk up. My emergency fund, I put in £10 a week. It probably isn't a priority for me as it would be others. I'm quite lucky I live in a council property. Please don't be hating on me for that. I just do, it's fact. And if anything breaks, I tend to get it done by the council pretty sharpish for free. Like, I'll say free, that's what you pay council tax for. And yes, people do pay council tax. Just because if you're a carer or whatever, you still have to pay council tax. So yeah, stuff like my boiler and stuff like that, if mine breaks, I just ring the council, and with me having children, they come within 24 hours. So I don't really need a typical emergency fund. I don't drive. I don't have a mortgage. So things that most people would need for emergency fund, I don't need myself. But if you have a car, if you have a mortgage, definitely, if you work, and I'd definitely at least get this up to probably even £1,000, you know, isn't a lot. But if you have £1,000 and you lose your job, you can do your rent, can't you? Well, where I live, you can probably do 2 months rent, but yeah. So 6 weeks is in here. Fully funded, but we're still adding. So at the minute it's got £530 and we're still adding. So that'll keep going till July. My buffer I've changed. I've put, like I say, I've took money from other places. I did with Paul on Instagram, and people was like, take it from your car maintenance. So I took it from my driving lesson. So I've now got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. So I've got 300 in there. It's not marked properly on this card, but I've got 300, and I'm quite happy to just keep building this up. I want to get it to at least 700. Yes, I know it's upside down, I don't care. And I've got my annual, that's got £100 in. Family hasn't got anything at the minute. Clothes hasn't got anything because we don't need any. Haven, I believe, has got £600 in. This is for our August holiday. And this is a priority, but my house is more of a priority because we was coming first all week, and then yesterday I went second. But just because I'm second doesn't mean that I won't get it. But because I'm now coming second, it's quite imminent, and I'm like stressing that I don't have enough money because I don't want to move my kids into a house that's like not got carpets and, you know, stuff like that. But then on the other hand, if you council, you only get a week to move from house to house. So because obviously I'm in a council house, I'm moving into another council house. So yeah, that'll be stressful. And then I've got my pets. which has, this is for like their flea treatment and stuff, and Solace is going in very soon for her, is it castration? I think it's castration, like a spaying, snip of her tubes, isn't it? And then I've got my winter buffer, which I've put to the back because I'm going to start that up again for this coming winter. At the minute, I'm just kind of cash flowing it. So they're all my sinking funds, my main ones, the ones that I care about, you know, the ones that you know what I mean. And then I've got this binder, which I bought these off Vinted. Well, I bought them off a girl on my Instagram. I saw them on Vinted and I messaged her and I was like, can we just do it off Vinted? And yeah, she sent me her bank details. I bought them. So it was a bit cheaper because there was no like fees for me or anything. And bear in mind, I talked to this girl, so it's not like I messaged a random stranger. But I got the day 1 to 7. This is yesterday's day 1, so I give myself £30, so I've put the change in there. I haven't been to bank yet to do these, but we will do that eventually. I just keep putting things off. Basically, I'm naughty. Don't be a Selena. And then I've got this binder. So I've got my Christmas ones, which I'm doing, which are all in here. So I've got Roll into Christmas, Scandinavian Savings, so Plan, Budget, Repeat, My Money Matters, and then I've got some different ones in here, which are all, you know, I'm just working my way through. So I've got the Queen Bee Makes, oh, she's one of my favourites, Studio Budgets, I've got my scratch off, I hope you can see, scratch off one off Dingley Designs, and I've got my Christmas Advent off Becca, Scout Budgets. Then I've got another Winter Bingo one from Queen Bee Makes. And then, 1 minute, have I brought that envelope? Probably have, known me. Oh yep, no, it's my special one. Oh, I broke it, and I, 1 minute. No, I'm alright. I just have to not put as many in. So, oh, I've dropped them. I'll pick them up later. So yeah, we've got my Christmas one, and then I've also got this one, which I'm doing. So that's my Christmas ones. And then for that, I have my Christmas pack, which is absolutely stunning. I got this one off eBay, but they are on Amazon. And then I've got all our birthday ones, which at the minute are all our birthdays are done, so there's no money. And then gift sets for family, which has £10 in. The next family birthday, I believe, is March, so I don't have to worry about that just right now, because my nephew's birthday in March. Yeah, that's right. So obviously I've got my kids' birthdays, but I've paid for everything already. I've bought everything. And then I've got this is my favourite binder. This is my Sinking Funds binder. So I got this off Charles from Charles Cash Budget. How adorable is this? So it's a 12-month savings challenge, and basically I'm a bit behind. I need to catch up with January because we're near enough finished. But each month has a deposit that you make. So this is going into this tin for my house, extra house money basically. January, February, March. So they're all different denominations, but how cute are these pictures? Absolutely. Like, I feel like booklet wise now, this is my favourite one. I do. It's so cute. It's so thick, and the quality of it is, oh, spot on. Oh, I miss it already. We've only just had it and I miss it. Oh, look. I like this because it feels more traditional. So yeah, that's from Charles Cash Budget, who's on Etsy and on she's got a website as well. So I'm doing that, and I've also got Tammy's I forgot the name of it. There's one there as well. What's it called? I'll find the envelope and then it's in here. So I've started the penny challenge. We're doing it properly week for week. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the 7 days every week, but if I've got any change as well, I'll also put it in. But I'll try and do the 7 days properly, and then any change I'll do randomly, if that makes sense. Like, I've done the up to here, and then I'll do the next week, and then any more change. Does that make sense? And I've got this other monthly savings challenge, which is £500, which again, we're on to February, and I tend to put that back into normal sinking funds, but I feel like it'll go into my house fund, as well as you've got a roll for it. This is from Dingley Designs, that's from Labelle, by the way, I don't know if I said. This one's going into my house tin, so this is also for my house. I think I've got like a bunch that for this here, anything here is for like house and car really. So you've got a roll for it. I am cheating it a bit, I'm just kind of doing what I want with it, I'm not kind of rolling. And then they saved 2024 shouldn't be there actually. Where's the envelope for that? I'll move that in a bit. So that's my Save 2024, which is for next year. And the Rainbow Riches, what I was just talking about, Tammy's Challenge, which I absolutely love. Then I've got my 100 envelope. So I've got my gorgeous little cash tray and my dice, which is my 100 envelope is here. I do it slightly different. I do £50 into every single envelope, just to make things easier. No coins. Sorry, just give me a second. I'm talking too fast. Also from Dingley Designs, and she made me this A6 dashboard, so I could also follow it. And then that's the one for the other one that ships in the wrong place. Seasonal. I did this last year. I've lost Autumn. I don't know if I'm gonna do that one. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've put in a lot on myself at the minute, but we'll put it in there just in case. We're doing the 10 Fridays by planning with Ella, which we're up to the 4th Friday now, so it's moving quick. And then we've got the 12-month one from Queen Bee Makes, and then I haven't started this one, but I will. We've got the 20 times 24 off Labelle. There's no rush for this one because this can be done anytime. And then I've got my new one off Jazz, which is the 12-month savings scratch off, and she made this just for me, but she has got it on her shop. I have scratched the first one, so we will be doing that probably, I mean, we'll probably be a month behind with it. We'll have to try and catch it up because I haven't got £120 until my big pay, which is the 21st of Feb, but we'll catch it up. So yeah, she's got all different colours in these, and if you use the code MissBudgets10 you will get 10% off. And then I've got Aisha's Save the Year, which we're up to February. So these ones, you know what, I'm gonna remove that one out of there because it's in the wrong spot. These ones are all for next year. These are all next year's money. But yeah, that's that one. So I love that. I feel like I've got too many different like seasonal and January and February things going on. And this one will stress me out because I cannot for the life of me find. I've got everyone but autumn. Anyone know where my autumn went? But yeah, I'll put that in the right place in a minute. 1 second, I'll do it now, it'll stress me out. Let's put it back in where it should be. Right. So I mean, I've got 3 different, I've got 2 monthly challenges, which is fine because I love them both. And then I've got the seasonal one. But it is what it is. I like them, so I'll do them. But I do feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. I don't want to spread myself. I don't mean this disrespectfully to anyone, but I find people spread themselves too thin. Like putting in £5 into an envelope that you need £200 in, and putting £5 into an envelope that you need, I don't know, £100 in. But you're not going to get, I mean this to help people, you're not going to get where you need to be by putting it too thin. So if you set out your priorities, for example, and you really need your car insurance for July, say, and you need £600, but you're putting in £5 into hair, beauty, nails, like them 3 envelopes alone could be just 1 envelope. This is just like what I've found over time. So I would condense things smaller. I know like newer people get excited and like they want an envelope for everything, like an envelope for a date night, and then an envelope for us, and then an envelope for drinks, and then an envelope for God knows what. Do you know? For me, that could all go into one envelope. Date night, drinks, it's the same kind of thing. Regards to yourself, you could have an envelope for just beauty and health, or health and beauty, sorry. But if you're putting in £5 into 50 different envelopes, you're going to find yourself struggling to meet your goals. Whereas if you sit and write a plan out, right, I need this by this, I need this by this, I know that I need £1,000 for Christmas, for example. So say like someone needed £1,000 for Christmas, yeah? I personally don't, bloody hell, I need a lot more. And we've got 11 months left, but you want it a month before, don't you? So you're going to divide it by 10. You need £100 a month. If you're only putting in a £5 a week, you're not going to hit that goal. So you need to think logistics and how you're going to make your goals work for you. So if you've got an envelope, for example, I don't know, with 200 quid in, that doesn't, again, I've just done it with my driving lessons. With £200 in, that doesn't need to have £200 in. Put it where it needs to go. You know, it's just, I hope I'm coming across right. I get really anxious when I do these types of videos because I feel like people think like I'm thinking I'm a know-it-all and stuff. It isn't. I'm just trying to tell you what I've found over 3 years. I used to do it as well. I used to put 5 here, 10 here, 5 here. Whereas if I just thought about it and thought, hang on a minute, that's, say like I've got £50 and I needed something coming up, I'd put more into that thing coming up. Just think about your goals in chunks. Or even what you could do is think, right, long-term goals. And if you want a mortgage or you want to buy a house, you could think, right, that's up there with Christmas, because most people see Christmas as a priority. I personally do. I'd think that most families do. So you'd put Christmas in there, your kids' birthdays. What else? Car insurance if you drive. What isn't a priority? For I'm not saying all, but most wouldn't be nails, hair, pedicure. You know, you put your goals in an order. And then when you've met said goals, so I don't know, say like for example, you needed £1,000 for your Christmas by December, but you needed £600 for your car insurance. I wish, but if you've been driving a long time, for your sorry, I can't think. You need £600 by September for your car insurance. This goal would come before Christmas. But you could either do two things. You could think, right, I'm going to snowball that. So I'm going to put all the money that I want to put into both of them, so Christmas and my car, into one fund, get that wiped off, tick, gone. Or you could think, right, that's £1,600 in total. But I've got 10 months for Christmas and I've got, what did I say, September? 8 for that. So we're going to think logically, right, we're going to put slightly more into car insurance, but we're still going to put a little bit into Christmas, but enough that we're still ticking over. It's how you want to do it. I personally do it the second way. I never fully, I like to fully fund stuff quicker. So what I'll do is I'll put some in one, but I'll still keep putting 10s and 15s in another. Does that make sense? I'm not an expert, it's just how I do things. But I've completely waffled on for ages about that. So my point I was making is, don't spread yourself too thin with a million sinking funds that you don't need. I hope that come across how I wanted it to. So this is my house savings box. This is one of many tools. I've already got 2,000 in the bank and now I'm doing this one. You will find that this is getting done quicker than a year because again, I need this. I need the money to be there. I want £5,000. I want to fully fund it. I'm giving myself the goal of the end of March. I know that's ridiculous. I know that it's a lot. I know it is. But once it's done, I can tick it off and it's done. So this is this. This is from 34Co. And yeah, you just put in the money like that. And yeah, it's just nice and neat. And like I say, February, my goals is my house. So you won't see much sinking funds being done, barring Christmas, house and car. Like, even my Christmas, I should really, I need £3,500. I've got 5 kids. I spent at least £3,000 this year. At least. And I know that it's only going to go up. You put that by 11, that's £320. I've only got £100 in it so far. Well behind, but we'll get there. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little video just to explain a few changes. Like this binder now, I've simplified everything. This binder is now going to go back into sinking funds. I feel like I'm doing enough challenges at the minute, so I'm not going to be doing any other challenges. And I've got like I've got enough on the go basically. But regarding like I said, I'll try and help anyone if I can. I'm not an expert by any means. I just know what works for me. I know that how I started is how 99% of people are starting now. They're getting excited and they want to do too much. But then when you think about it, yeah, health and beauty, one envelope. If you know you've got a hair appointment coming up, so I know this is expensive, but my hair's £100 at least. And you know that you've got your nails and your lashes and your brows. Again, I pay about £80 for all my infills. By the way, I don't get my hair done at all anymore. But I'm just saying in general, if you know you've got these costs coming up, on average, well, your hair's not going to be a month. But if you know, for example, you've got that coming up every month, you're putting in £20 a week. Just put in the 20 to 1 envelope. Don't stress yourself out putting 5 here, 5 there, 5 there, 5 there. Just think, right, I need my brows done, my lashes, my nails. About 80 quid. I don't know where you're from. Where I'm from, it's about 80 quid. For infills anyway, not if you need fresh sets, it's going to be more. But I then just think, right, I need 20 quid a week. I don't do that. I should do that. I should practice what I preach. I panic of the week and I'm like, oh, I need 80 quid. But what I should do is put £20 a week away. I very rarely give myself spending money, so I kind of justify my £80 on beauty as my spending money. Because even when I do give myself spending money, I put it back into my savings. So yeah, and like my Botox now, I know that in 3 months I need £190 for my Botox. So technically I should be saving around £65 a month. So I try and break it down into like goals, but I mean, we can't do everything. We can't put away £300 here and £200 there, and we've just got to think about our priorities. So if you're stressing yourself out about upcoming costs and you know that they're coming, I'd recommend sitting down, writing a list in date order, what's coming up first, or for example, with what I was saying, with goals that are close together, just try and do a happy medium where you're putting into both, but you're putting into the one that's coming up first most. So that's what I do. That is what I do. Like for example, I know my holiday's coming up, and I know that I need 40 quid a week to get my goal, and that's what I put in. So I hope this isn't coming across like patronising. It isn't my intention. I just thought I'd come on and show you what I'm doing. And I think I've got pretty good at hitting my goals. I very rarely fail at anything. I don't like quitting a challenge. I did quit that lemon one, not gonna lie. It was really hard to scratch. And if I'm honest, I've messaged the woman a few times and she just didn't get back to me, and that's left a bit of a sour mark for me, because I was like asking her questions and she was just not responding, and I just thought, do you know what, it's very rude, you know, but hey her. But there wasn't scratching very easy, and I was trying to like with this, I know that this is £500. It's so simple. I'm putting the money at the end. It's 500 quid. I can then put that 500 quid wherever I want, and that is why I've chose to just do a more like this is now for my sinking funds. I know it, so it's simple, easy. My penny challenge, 600 odd quid at the end of the year. I could then think, right, I'm a little bit behind on Christmas. I could then think, right, that can go towards Christmas. Although I've got my park as well, so I'm putting £40 a week away. No, £40 a month park, and then I get this, like, I think it's like a credit card, but you can use it anywhere and there's no fee on it. So if you want to join, let me know and I'll send you my link, because I think another girl's done it. If you put on £20 onto your park account, we both get £10, which is great, isn't it? But yeah, that's all I wanted to do. Ryan's at the gym. I'm going to make some dinner, run him a nice bath, and I do need to do a cash stuffing. But I just wanted to come on and chat. I feel like I haven't been on for a while, even though I have. Look at how dark it's going to go now. Look at this. Oh no, wrong button. Look at that. How crazy is that lighting? But yeah, oh, didn't show you. Look at this binder that I got, and it's stunning. Oh, I got this. And I got this off Vinted as well. I'm not using it at the minute, but I want to keep it for next year. But I got this off Vinted. No, I didn't get this off Vinted. I got this, and next year, not this year, I'm doing A5. I'm doing A5. But yeah, so I love everything I'm doing. I love all my setup. I feel like I've got a good amount going on. I've got a bloody... I started with no tins. I've gone back to my tins. So I've got my... This is my house. This is for summer and school clothes. This is for my penny challenge. This is for my house. Like, I've got a shit ton of stuff. I have enough. I don't need any more. This is why everyone was posting the girls' Galentine's. And yeah, I had FOMO, but it didn't bother me because I've got basically everything that Charlotte sells. I got her advent calendar. I've got everything I need. Like, don't get me wrong, it'd have been nice to support the girls, both of them, but I just didn't need it. So like, everyone says, I need to buy this. You don't need to buy anything. You want to buy it. I'm telling myself now. Like, I could have easily got that because it wasn't on Etsy, was it? So if I wanted it, I could have had it. But I don't need it. I want it. There's a difference. We need to learn the difference between need and want, because I think people, again, I don't want to come across patronising, forget the purpose of actually budgeting and saving money. If you're spending 200 quid a month on Etsy, and there's plenty of people out there that do, they won't admit it, but they do. If you actually add up how much you're spending on saving equipment, and I am the first, I am very guilty of doing, maybe not £200 a month, but there's been plenty of times where I've spent 30 quid one day and then 30 quid the next, and then I'm just like, oh my god, like that 60 quid could have gone into a savings. So I'm very, very guilty of it. But I haven't bought a Etsy since the 27th of December. I'm officially over my 1 month now. Only 11 months to go. Oh, you know, next January there is going to be the biggest Etsy haul you have ever seen in your life for next year. Then again, I'll probably get Charlotte's advent calendar, so let's get her to do a 24 one, shall we? No, I am actually going to wait until I've opened that advent calendar, because I'll see what's in it before, because half the time I don't even need anything else other than what I've got. But yeah, I hope everyone's well. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will see you all in my cash stuffing. Again, please stay with me. I know it's probably going to be a bit boring the next few weeks, because I am just concentrating on like my house and my driving, like my car, but we will get there. And yeah, thank you for supporting me as always. Thank you for always leaving the loveliest comments. Thank you for getting the views up. The views lately have been so phenomenal for me. But yeah, I really do appreciate you all, and I will see you all very soon.